Can the Moza AB9 simulate the F-16 force sensing stick? Let's find out. Hey guys, Emils here, and today we will be testing out the Moza AB9 force feedback base in the F-16 in DCS World. This is a cutout from my Moza desk mount review, so if you are interested in that, make sure to check that out as well. Alright, so now we are in the F-16, and we are in the F-16 because what's really cool, since the F-16 has a, I'll turn the pilot off here, a force sensing stick, right? There's a preset with Moza that you can have a sort of the same experience. So you like, it doesn't move a lot because it senses the force you're putting into it, sort of. It's not really how the Moza one works, but you know. So it's really stiff and you're just kind of pushing forward and back. And this one is the real test from my desk because it's moving quite a lot. So let's try this out. We're gonna taxi over to the runway. So that's why I found it very interesting, and I want to test this out more with the F-16 specifically because the rest of the aircraft are gonna be quite similar. But the F-16, because of this very kind of special stick, is it's gonna be very interesting to fly with. Alright, let's attempt to take off here. Alright, and we're going to be pulling back on the stick. Okay, we're off the ground. Gear up. And let's push forward to level out the flight. Now this is really interesting feeling, because this is when the spring setting is at a 100%, so there is 100% spring back resistance. And it's very hard to like make high G maneuvers. You can also get out of these limitations that the stick has put in. We're gonna climb to a higher altitude here with the F-16, because like actually this is 100% input right now, and the same goes. This is about 100% input to the F-16, and it's moving about like 2 centimeters or something, maybe 3. But you can brake to this as well, but that's pretty much no reason to do that because that's outside the parameters of what you could use. But physically you can do that. It's just the F-16 is probably one of the harder jets, more intensive jets on your hand to fly. And the same goes for the roll axis, because that's outside of the F-16's actual roll, and this is about the same speed. As you can see, I can brake it further, but there's no point. It also starts shaking when you get further to the edge, and from what I've seen from the actual stick, it also shook a little bit. Oh, okay. Now we should. Okay. Okay. Altitude. Yep. Pulled a lot of G's there. So it's very cool. Now this thing is probably the hardest thing for this. This is probably the biggest test for the desk mount because of the physical force you're putting into it. Because let's be honest, the stick itself, it's gonna hold, right? But the physical force you put into it, that's the thing that's where the desk mount could fail. But here, it does not feel like it's gonna fail. I think my desk legs are gonna break before the desk mount does. Of course, the sliding feature also kind of scared me at first because it was like, won't it just slide down or something, kind of fall? Maybe that's gonna break off, but it hasn't budged a single bit. So I think it's going to be perfectly fine with whatever you're going to fly in DCS World. Even if it is hard to sense sometimes how much you should pull the stick to get the desired angle, I think this is probably pretty close to what it should feel like. But I will let the experts comment on that. If you want to check out the base for yourself, then I have left links in the description. That's it for me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!